Pam Goodpaster's desire to educate powered her career as an instrumental figure in Connecticut high school athletics. She was a trailblazer as the longtime athletics director at Joel Barlow High School, where she prioritized education for the students, coaches, and parents. She was a model of selfless leadership and influence for others in the field through her efforts as a volunteer to CAS-CIAC committees, in crafting the Connecticut coaching education programs, and serving as a mentor and teacher for fellow athletics directors.
The impact she's made on Barlow can never be surpassed. So she brought on all kinds of programs. She brought in a whole aspect of education into the athletic world at Barlow. She's super motivated. She was a woman in a man's world that never stopped and drove and did everything possible to bring Barlow to a whole nother level. And to be honest with you, every day I wake up, I just want to make her proud.
My senior year at the University of South Florida, I decided to come up to a reunion, and I had a car, and I'm in my white sweatsuit, and I just drove around, and I came across Joe Barlow High School. I went to the receptionist and said, "Hey, this is a cool school." I said, "Do you have any job openings?" They said, "Yes, we do." And I walked in and met this man from Maine who had a glass eye, who was the principal. Spent 10 minutes with him. And he says, "Well, you got the job." Signed a contract, and I was up in New England. And I think it's just being in the right time and the right place and with the right people.
I think what it is for Pam is that she got into education for the right reasons. And she got in for kids. Everything she has always done has been driven towards not wins, losses, grades. It's about making people better, making kids better. And through that, I think she was recognized in a lot of those ways, and she was asked to take on more responsibilities, which she was more willing to do. And then once she gets in, there's no stopping her.
I ended up coaching for like 14 years before becoming the athletic director. And I had no interest in it. I was more interested in being an educator. And I think that's really, when people say you're the athletic director, I always introduce myself as a teacher, because I think at first I am a teacher at heart. And my content happens to be athletics, but I am a teacher.
Key people rose to a certain level at the right time, and Pam very early on made us focus on professional development, and that was her mantra. Taught a lot of classes for CAD, and then when the coaching education law changed in 1999, Pam, along with myself and a few other people, started to form what we call today coaching modules in the coaching education program. In addition, she served on many CIAC committees and was always willing to contribute and was a consummate professional.
I became the athletic director of Newtown High School in 1999, and Pam was an established athletic director. And when you go there, honestly, you don't know what you're doing. You're walking into an environment that's nothing you've seen before. And the fact that Pam welcomed me and always made me feel very welcome, and you have a mentor in Pam. You have somebody that you could call anytime, any place. She's going to give you an honest response. Pam's always going to be honest with you, which I really respect a lot. And during especially those early years, I came to appreciate Pam and all the words of wisdom she imparted to me on being an athletic director and lots of other things.
I had some bumps in the road, a few really key things that happened that changed me and that challenged me, but I always had really good people there. I came from good family, my mom and dad, my brothers. I have a wonderful partner and a son. Mary Pat and Jackson are just key, and those bumps were smoothed out by them, and it's been a great career.
Pam personifies strength. She comes across as a very determined, strong person, and when you really get to know her on a deeper level, you can see how that's so important to her, the passion that she had for athletics, the passion she had for kids, the passion she had for Joel Barlow High School, and certainly for our conference, for CIAC, for CAD. Whatever Pam put her mind to, whatever she tried to do, she did it to the best of her ability.
I think you affect lives. And I think that because you have something to offer, and if it's good, you want to share it, you want to influence people, you want to make a difference. I think what's really important is that all of that work for 35 years hasn't been lost.
What we've known at Barlow is what I think other people are going to have the opportunity to know. And it's just nice on my end to finally see a greater population having the opportunity to kind of recognize all that she's done, not only for the small towns of Eastern Reading, but Connecticut and the nation, and the amount of work that she put in, because I don't think many people have done what she's done.
It's a different award because it's not just a EMT award, a athletic award. It's an educator award. I think to me, it represents education, teaching, and I think that's where it's at.